Hey everybody, and welcome to the Intentional Harmony Podcast. This podcast is for musicians looking to jumpstart their career, inspire others, and get motivated to make the life of your dream. I don't care if you've been playing music for 5 years or 20 years. If you want a career in music, then what the heck are you waiting for? And let me clarify when I say career. This podcast is not just for musicians who want to make it big. This is for the musician who wants to play part-time, the brand new artist who just needs a little push in the right direction, the artist who does want to make it their full-time gig, and even the artist who's still figuring it out, because really, aren't we all? Whatever your dream and vision may be, this podcast will be here for you. I'm your host, Katie Warren, and I am so excited that you decided to listen today. My goal with each episode is that you explore deeper thoughts, build confidence to make your dream a reality, and give you practical tools and ideas that you can apply to real-life situations. I think it's really easy to get bogged down by change. I have a bush in my front yard, and we planted it last year, and we planted it towards the end of fall. And I was really worried because I spent a good deal of money on it. It's a beautiful lavender bush, but it was just the sticks and the roots. There was no flowers on it when we planted it. And I was sure, number one, I didn't dig deep enough to plant this lavender bush. And two, it was already too cold and this thing was just going to die. And so I kind of forgot about it after I planted it and figured it is what it is. I'll just have to dig it up next year and start over a little earlier. And lo and behold, one day this spring, I woke up in the morning and I opened up my living room curtains like I normally do. And here's this plant that I thought was done, worthless, just a waste of my money, essentially, growing these beautiful green buds. I was so happy, not for the lavender bush, but because I didn't have to start over again. It took me forever to plant this thing because you had to dig it deep in the ground, and I am not a green thumb whatsoever. I'm laughable when it comes to taking care of plants. So needless to say, I was really happy, and this beautiful plant now has these little buds. And then, just like good old Wisconsin weather, a few days later, we got a warning that it was going to snow. And immediately I just thought of this stupid plant that has just taken me in circles from last September through now. And I was just like, okay, well, if it didn't die this winter, it's going to die now because this frost is just going to freeze those little baby buds that just started to come up and it's going to be done. Well, we had our snow and it thawed and we have some flowers starting on this bush a few days after it snowed. So the reason why I told that probably too lengthy of a story is because it goes through kind of what we go through in life, right? We try something new and we figure, oh my gosh, it's just not going to work. I put all this work into it and nothing is going to come from it. It's just going to be a failure. And we just talk ourselves around and around. But look what happens when you don't give up. And I could have easily dug up that plant in the fall and just said, nope, I'm just going to save it for next year, or I'm just going to toss it because it's just not doing anything and winter's coming. You could have easily taken your career and said, nope, I started this. I'm not getting any traction yet. This isn't going to work. I'm just going to go back to my comfort zone. I'm just going to do something else. But you didn't. And look what happened. Just like that plant, winter came. We went through some hardships. The frost came. We started to get those buds on our career. We started to get some traction. And then what do we know? Another frost froze over. Another hardship took place. But guess what? Those buds are still hanging on. And so is your music career. You have so much capability within you and so much potential. Please do not throw it away just because times are hard right now. If you ask Bill Gates and all of these huge successful billionaires what they all have in common for their success, the word is focus. All of them stayed focused. Have a little faith. I had no faith in this beautiful lavender bush, but I should have because it hung on through the winter, through the frost that we got this week. It hung on. And that's what's going to happen to your career. Times may be hard right now and you may be just barely scraping by, and I get it. There is nothing like financial stress and lack of time to get anything done, and I get it, you guys. But is the end result worth it? Imagine what it would be like if you follow through with this. If you don't get up and give up when times get hard. Life is meant to go through all of these different winters. And trust me, we've all had them where you just like lay in bed, maybe curled up into a ball. And yeah, maybe we get a little dramatic sometimes, but maybe it's rightfully so. And we're just so overwhelmed and it feels impossible to crawl out, but we do it. We are a really, really resilient species. And I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. So what if your concert was a bust? So what if you keep posting on social media and you don't get any traction? So what if someone criticizes your voice or criticizes your playing? I'll tell you what's going to be so what if you give up. If you let all of those naysayers and all of the non-reactions and non-engagement win, that's what's going to be so what. That's going to be the end of your career. But one person, one social platform does not have the capability to end your career. That's you. You are the only person that has that capability to decide whether to keep pushing through and keep going or to cut back and just stop. That can't come from me. That can't come from your family, from your friends. It's got to come from you. And you need to dig deep down because I know it's not going to feel like you can do this. Whatever hardship you're going through, whether it's due to the COVID virus or it's due to some hardships that you've been struggling with lately in general, you're the only person that can push it through and make it happen. It's your energy, it's your time, it's your dedication, and in the end, it's your success. And you can celebrate that when you reach it. But success isn't supposed to be easy, right? If it was easy, then what would we all be doing? We wouldn't be working towards anything. And that's the beauty of life. It's ups, it's downs, it's uncertainty, it's trying times. I mean, would you really want it any other way? If everything just came easy, how boring would that be? So my main point in all of this is to just don't give up. There's people out there that need to hear your message. There's people out there that need to talk with you and interact with you. The world would be a whole different place if it wasn't for you on this earth. I'm thankful for you. The world is thankful for you. So please just keep being creative. Keep getting your music and your creativity and your ideas and your impact on the world out there and just hang tight because just like my little lavender bush, the buds are going to come. And pretty soon there's going to be a whole lot of flowers on that bush. And it's just going to remind me even more how glad I am that I did not dig up that plant and how glad I am that I gave it some more time and I didn't just throw it in the garbage when it didn't look like it was going to turn into anything. Because from really ugly sticks can come really, really beautiful things. And that's you. Not saying you're ugly. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you ever need a little inspiration, a little push, a little encouragement, feel free to reach out. I enjoy talking to anybody about anything. We need connection more than anything right now. So if you just want to shoot me a direct message and just tell me about your struggles, go for it. I'm here to listen. And of course, if you are going through some severe mental struggles, don't hesitate to seek help. I am not a trained psychologist, will never be one, and I give all the credit to those out there that are. So if you do need to seek professional help, please make sure you do. But I just wanted to give you a little inspiration today. I know we're kind of in a slump right now. We're in this really weird, uncertain, in-between time where things are starting to look up, but they're not quite there yet. You guys are doing an amazing job. I'm seeing all of these different businesses and musicians adapt and change with the times. And it's just incredible to see all of the new ideas and the creativity that is coming from the time that we're in. So congratulations to new ideas, and here's to many more new ideas and changing the new normal and changing how we do things and living out of our comfort zone, because nothing good happens from our comfort zones. That's a wrap for this episode of Intentional Harmony. I am Intent Artist Management on social media, or you can go to my website, intentartistmanagement.com. Feel free to reach out. I have a blog on there as well, and I would love to talk to you. So don't forget to review this episode and review my podcast. Give me some feedback, and I look forward to the next episode. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time on Intentional Harmony.